Let me ask you something. When was the last time you cried and then pretended everything was fine? When was the last time tears came out of nowhere without any reason you could explain? You know that moment, right before you fall asleep, when your mind suddenly pulls out every memory you were trying to forget. Every loss, every mistake, every fear, every version of you that you don't even recognize anymore. Most people think crying means weakness, but let me tell you something that nobody told you when you were young. Crying is not a sign that you're broken. Crying is a sign that you've been surviving for too long. Some of us weren't given the luxury to process things when they happened. Some of us had to just keep going, keep moving, keep acting strong until everything piled up inside, and sometimes it just overflows. Not because you're weak, but because your heart is finally tired of pretending. You probably don't tell anyone when you cry. You probably wipe your face the moment someone walks in because you learned early that people don't understand. They say things like, "Stop being emotional," or "Just be positive," as if positivity can fix everything. Let me tell you something that helped me survive the darkest nights of my life. Crying is the body's way of releasing emotional pressure. It's like a storm. It destroys, yes, but it also cleans everything. There are nights where your chest hurts so much you can't breathe, where tears come without permission, where your mind feels heavier than your body and you think you're losing control. But here's the truth you don't realize in those moments. You're actually healing, one tear at a time. Maybe no one ever told you this, but people who cry often are usually the strongest ones, because feeling deeply is a form of courage. Most people run away from emotion, but you face it, you feel it, even when it hurts. Maybe you grew up in a home where your emotions were ignored. Maybe something happened to you that nobody saw. Maybe life forced you to grow up too fast. Maybe you lost someone you loved. Maybe you're still carrying pain that you never said out loud. You learned how to survive silently. And silence, my friend, is the heaviest weight a human heart can carry. People look at you and think you're normal, but they don't see the battles you fight alone. They don't see the nights you cry quietly so nobody hears you. They don't see the effort it takes to get out of bed, smile, and pretend everything is fine. And maybe, just maybe, you need to stop hiding how much it hurts. Not from people, but from yourself. You know what's strange? People assume crying means sadness, but crying is often a sign of exhaustion. Your mind has been strong for too long. Your heart has been carrying memories that were too heavy for a child, and now they're finally asking to be released. Some people cry because they miss someone they never got to say goodbye to. Some cry because they don't recognize themselves anymore. Some cry because they survived things that should have destroyed them. And some cry because they don't know what else to do. Listen to me carefully. You don't need to justify your pain to anyone. You don't need a reason to cry. You don't need permission. Your body knows what it's doing. Trust it. There's something powerful that happens after crying, not during, after. It's like your chest feels a little lighter, your thoughts get a little quieter, your heart softens for just a moment. That moment is healing. That moment is your soul breathing again. Maybe you never got comfort as a child. Maybe nobody hugged you when you needed it most. Maybe nobody listened. Nobody understood. Nobody cared. So now you are learning to comfort yourself alone. But let me tell you something important. You don't have to hold everything alone forever. You don't have to be strong every second of your life. Strength doesn't mean never falling apart. Strength means falling apart and still getting back up. The world lied to you, you know. They told you crying makes you weak. They told you to hide your emotions. But here's the truth. Crying means your heart is still alive. It means you haven't gone numb. It means you still feel something. And that is worth more than anything. When you cry, imagine your body releasing a little piece of the past each time, pain leaving through your eyes, pressure dissolving, memories escaping. Tears are not weakness, they're emotional detox. You don't need to fight your tears. Let them fall. Let them wash away everything you've been holding. And when you're done, take a deep breath, because every storm ends, even this one. One day you will look back at the nights you cried alone and realize those were the moments you were becoming stronger, not weaker. Right now, you don't need to be understood by everyone. You just need to understand yourself. And right now, you're healing, even if it hurts. Your tears are saying something your mouth never could. You're human. You're alive. You're surviving. And that's enough. I know you cry when nobody is watching. I know you hold yourself together by a thread sometimes. I know the nights feel endless. But listen carefully. There will be mornings when you wake up and realize the pain has softened. Maybe just a little, but enough to breathe. You're not alone. You're just healing silently. And one day your tears will stop falling, not because you're empty, but because you're free. Keep going. Keep breathing. Keep feeling. You're doing better than you think.